Good morning. It's Friday, January 24th, and today let's talk about angels. Now, we're going to talk about them, and I just want to make sure that you understand that this is my my uh, my idea of them from what I have read. But what I would like you to do is read for yourself and study these subjects yourself, because I'm human, and anybody that talks to you about God is human, basically, and and so you have to know that people can make mistakes, and I always pray that the meditation of my heart and the words of my lips glorify God and bless someone when I speak. But at the same time, I would like you to study for yourself also, so that you are not just believing in one person, but you are believing in God to help you. Does that make sense? I hope so. So, anyway, angels. Where did I get this idea from this morning? I had lost my phone. And, you know, the older you get, the more you start to forget things, and you start to lose things. At least some people do. And I was just in a panic. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I looked everywhere. At least I thought I did. And even my dog was trying to help me. She was looking under the bed and everywhere. Just couldn't find the phone. Well, anyway, finally, in desperation, I started to pray. And I started to pray, "Oh Lord, I know you're perfect, and your plans for me are good and not evil." And all of a sudden I looked up, and there was the phone right there on my shelf. And that made me think about angels, because I've always felt strongly that angels, a couple angels at least, are assigned to me because of my hearing and because of the things I get myself into. And I have a lot of accidents and stuff, and so I know that God is always taking care of me, and I just kind of think it might be from angels. And anyway, so I looked that up, and it says that angels in the Bible act on God's behalf to help his people and to bring glory to him. And for instance, Michael, angel, he's one of the greater angels. He's probably the greatest, and he contends with Satan. Because Satan also has angels, by the way. They're not heavenly angels, they are demonic angels. Gabriel was a messenger of God. And so he gives God's people messages, and he has done that in the past. And so I started to think and to look, and in the Bible, if you are a follower of Jesus, if you are in the family of God, you're one of God's children, you are saved, you are following him, you are completely dependent on him, it promises that we have access to all the treasures in heaven. And so I take that to mean maybe I have access to an angel if I need one. Not necessarily Michael or Gabriel, because those I think we better leave those alone. They got really big things to do. But I kind of asked God, I said, "God, you're going to need to give me a couple angels this morning. I need somebody to help me." I said, "Who's in charge of helping me find things when I lose them and helping me remember things? There must be an angel." And I asked for an angel, and then I prayed. And now, at this point here, I don't have physical proof, but I completely believe that God watches over us, and somehow or other, he is in charge of every single aspect of every single life on earth, including the animals and the weather and everything else. But there's 7.5 billion people in the world. How does he do that? Maybe he uses his angels And maybe it was okay to ask for a couple of angels to help me. I don't have to see them. I don't have to, but I know the Holy Spirit is of God, and the Holy Spirit leads me to pray as I should. The Holy Spirit leads me to talk and to say things. Even if I'm wrong, God uses this to somehow help people. So just think about that. Think about the things you need help with and how many times you get help without even really knowing how that help came to you. And ask God. We have a relationship with Jesus, and we can ask him anything. He can say no. He can say maybe. He could say later. But he can respond to us. You have to start trusting that we have a real relationship with a real God and a real Spirit of God, which is the Holy Spirit, and the real Son of God, which is Jesus. We have a real relationship. It's not just made up. It's not just magic. It's not just it's a real relationship. And just because we can't see it, that's where our faith comes in. That's why my favorite verse is Hebrews 11:1. It says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. Because we can't see faith, but we can see the evidence of it. So just think about all that. And if you have any questions or comments or whatever, I would love to hear them. And if you have any Bible verses that speak to you, just let me know. Thank you. Have a great day and a great weekend. And be safe in whatever kind of weather you're dealing with. And God bless you.